game, I come up and look at the last 5 games, kind of see the trends. And our offensive numbers, right now we got 8 guys on this team in the last 5 games that are shooting 50% or better from the floor. 4 guys that are shooting 40% or better from behind the three-point line, which is pretty darn good. And 3 guys shooting 80% or better from the foul line. Those numbers are fantastic, and the offense has been pretty good. It's the defense that has not been good. And the Bulls are really going to have to bear down defensively, not to use a Chicago Bears quote, to bear down. But they really are going to have to batten down the hatches and tighten it up defensively. Perimeter defense, you got to stay in front of your man. You can't give up. I know we're switching everything, but you can't give up direct drives to the basket. And if there is a direct drive, that weak side and strong side help has to be there to cut guys off before they get to the rim.
Our lineup sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. Bulls going with DeRozan, Williams, Vucevic, Levine, and Caruso. Again, a banged-up Bulls ball club. No Dragic tonight, no Derek Jones Jr. You know the story with Javonte Green still sidelined with that knee soreness. And, of course, Lonzo Ball out for Atlanta. Capella, a no-go tonight with a calf injury. We won't see him for another week and a half. They're going with Hunter, Collins, Okongwu in the middle, along with Murray and Young. We did not see Murray or Collins the last time the two teams met. And Bill, this Atlanta team made some news off the court today. Travis Schlenk is going to become a consultant now. He had been the president of the ball club. And Landry Fields, a former NBA player with the Raptors and the Knicks, who's been working side by side with Travis Schlenk, is now running basketball operations here in Atlanta. The Hawks at 16-15, they're 10-5 at home. Every year they have injuries. It seems like every team has injuries, but they've underachieved. And in the Eastern Conference, though, Bill, you go on a 5-7 game win streak like the Knicks are in right now, you catapult yourself from the second division all of a sudden to a top 6 team.
Yeah. I mean, you really it can in the Eastern Conference. Things are so tight, close together. It's amazing. You get a little 2, 3, 4 game winning streak. Something the Bulls haven't done yet, but I'm assuming they're going to get it done. The Bulls are going to get it done, but you can put yourself right in the hunt and get up at the top. Hey, Bulls fans, as a part of the NBA season of giving, Dale and Terry hosted a shopping spree at Adidas for 15 students with Project 110, a male monitoring group for Chicago youth transitioning to high school. To learn more, follow the Bulls community account on Instagram at Bulls Community.
All right. And, Bill, our player intros coming up in a moment, sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, get help at areyoureallywinning.org. That's areyoureallywinning.org. And because of the injury situation, Bill, Dale and Terry, along with Malcolm Hill, they were playing in the G League Showcase last night in Vegas, and they arrived at 1 a.m. here in Atlanta.
Well, that's good. It's about the same time we landed to get here in Atlanta here. But we are getting ready for basketball, and Bulls a little bit shorthanded tonight. So all hands on board as we get ready. Let's take one last break before we play basketball. You're listening to Chicago Bulls basketball on the Score of the Horizon Therapeutics
Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls. LA, number 8, Zach LaVine. And at guard, 6'5", from Texas A&M, number 6, Alex Caruso. The head coach for the Chicago Bulls is Billy Donovan.
All right, just standing by for the tip, sponsored by Tasty Works. Love where you trade. Alongside my main man, Bill Wennington, Alyssa Bergametti, this is Chuck Swirsky. We have Tyler Beautiful, Tyler Fennerville in our 670 The Score studios, and John Kramer, the veteran engineer here in Atlanta. And for all the big sporting events, they pick up the phone and dial it up for John Kramer. So, Bill, we got the Hawks, we got the Bulls, and it's going to be very interesting to see the type of ball club we're going to see tonight from the Bulls based on last night. Can they replicate the energy they had, especially on the defensive side?
Absolutely have to do that. Bulls had 7 steals last night defensively. I mentioned the turnovers in the open, just 6 turnovers in the second half. That's a terrific job right there. And if they can keep that going here tonight and make it difficult on the Hawks defensively, I have a strong feeling the Bulls will win handily here tonight. And on this day in Bulls history, sponsored by Napleton Mazda with locations in Palatine, Schaumburg, Countryside, and Oak Lawn, visit napletonmazda.com. And on this date, 1966, Guard Guy Rogers set team records for most assists in both a half, 13, and a game, 24, in a 110-107 win over New York.
And forward, 6'7" from Virginia, number 12, DeAndre Hunter. And forward, 6'9" from Wake Forest, number 20, John Collins. At center, 6'9" from USC, number 17, Onyeka Okongwu. At guard, 6'4" from Washington, number 5, DeJounte Murray. And at guard, 6'1" from Oklahoma, number 11, Ice Trae Young.
All right, so Trae Young, 11th in the league in scoring at 27 a game. 3rd in the league, Bill, in field goal attempts at 21 per game. 6th in the league in free throw attempts, nearly 9 a game. 13th in the league in free throw percentage at 90%. He's 2nd in the league to Halliburton, with 10 per game. And he's also 3rd in the league in turnovers behind Embiid and Kevin Porter. But nonetheless, I mean, Trae Young is hooping. He's the only player right now, folks, in the NBA averaging 25 points and 10 assists.
Oh, my. Yeah, he's playing real well. The other thing I like about this, at least in the 5 games, this Atlanta team is they have right now 7 guys on their team that get to the foul line two times or more a game. 7.